St. Paul's kind of indirect way of asking for money, not for himself, but for the church in Jerusalem that was being persecuted. And as you can imagine, religion and employment went together, the same as religion and your job and everything else in the time of our Lord. And so when they became Christian, most of them lost their livelihood, the early Christians. And so they began to ask people, and not even ask the King of St. Paul remarks, it came out of their own generosity. And it was an overflowing. It was not just simply from their extra, but from their very means that they had to live on. And so he compliments them today. So even in the beginning, the church asked for money. So it's kind of important. I was remarking before Mass that 29 years as pastor of Our Lady of Perpetual Help, I asked for money one time. And that was during our Faith, Family, and Future. And that was fairly easy because the bishop sent a video of himself. So I had to just simply say, see, he's the boss, he wants it, so we did well. And of course, Monsignor Sweat was chairman of that particular program for the diocese, and they did very, very well as well, St. Philip's. Today we remember Monsignor Sanchez. It's the anniversary of his death, 2016. Seemed not to be that far back, 3 years ago. He passed away suddenly. He had been fighting bone marrow cancer, but did not let anybody know, even his family were unaware. And so when he did go down for the final time, it was a shock to everybody. Yesterday was the anniversary of Monsignor Braun, Father Braun, as most of us all know. He passed away in 2010. And tomorrow is the anniversary of the great, famous Monsignor Patelletti, who died in 1980. I bring these people to you because they're all a little bit of giants in the diocese. Monsignor Sanchez, of course, not long enough to be the giant that he could have been, but definitely Monsignor Letty was. And he was on the altar when my second brother was married. And I came down from the seminary with a classmate. We served the wedding, went to the reception, and stepped back into the Braun seminary in Fresno with a bottle of champagne. I threw it over the fence, climbed the fence. Well, the other fellow was there first to catch it. So. And then, of course, Father Ralph is, when he passed away, I don't know how many of you remember Monsignor Logan, but we went over the day that we expected him to pass away. I anointed him in '94, and then that morning he was unable to speak. So we were going to Woolworths for dinner. And I asked Monsignor Logan, I didn't ask him, I said, we're going to see him because I don't think he's going to make it through the night. And as we arrived, he passed away. So I combed his hair back, and the room was full of people, and I closed his eyes, and the nurse asked me who was going to be the mortuary. And I said, I'll have to call someone on that. So I asked Monsignor Logan, just stay with him for a while. When I got back, he wasn't in the room. So he was outside having a cigarette. And he says to me, don't ever do that to me again. I said, what? Don't ever bring me near a dead body. What? And he says, I don't like that. I don't like that. And you're touching him. That's not, I couldn't stand it. I had to leave. So anyway, luckily he passed away in 4 days. He went in the hospital. He was gone before the following weekend. So, and then those are kind of famous people. I'd ask that you remember all three of them in your prayers. And today, of course, the Lord reminds us that we have to love our enemies, not just our friends. That's tough. That's really tough. Christianity is oftentimes a matter of how many of you go to Mass and say the Rosary and read the Bible and all that. But in reality, it's trying to love that person that you can't stand. you know, you all have. So, have you ever noticed that people come into church and they sit in their own place? Years ago, a priest that was big on liturgy, he decided to get people closer to the sanctuary, to the altar, so he put up panels in the church, trying to move them out. Some of the panels there, and it didn't work. So one day he asked the person, he said, you know, you're sitting in the back, you can't even see the altar. You can't see me. He said, yeah, that panel really works well. Anyway. I don't know, you don't do prayer faithful, do you? No. Intercessions.
Yes. Well, leave that up to you.
I have to learn all these things, so.
It's whatever you want.